Hi everyone, it's Brian from Captain Savage Aquatics. Just doing a live stream from my phone today. Just doing I think I'm gonna try to start doing a daily vlog of this my fish room antics, or what I'm doing that day. What's up, Dion? How you doing, brother? From another mother. So yeah. So let me flip the camera around, because you don't need to see me all the time. Oh, there we go. So let's see. I just fed some snails to this tank, so you might see the pea puffers. Sorry, I haven't cleaned the glass yet. I didn't do anything I said I was going to want to do yesterday. I was spending time with my son, and he wasn't feeling well. I wasn't actually feeling all that great either. So let's see if I can't get the pea puffers hunting. Again, sorry for all the allergy. Yeah. So there's one of them. There's 3 of them in this tank. I think he's the big boy of the tank, though. There's got to be a snail there if he's hovering close. So let's see. Yep. I can catch some more snails, though. I threw like 5 or 6 in already today. Plus I throw flake food in there. The tank looks a little messy, but it's just the glass. Oh, there's the other pea puffer. Maybe that one in the back's bigger. There is like a little runt one in there. Bad connection. Hold on, let me see. What's up, Aquarium Cop? It's not telling me a bad connection. Maybe you have to restart the browser. If it is a true bad connection, my wireless router is right there, like 3 feet away, so there should be no bad connection, and I have like 6 or 7 meg upload and like 100 down, so I know down's not the thing. So let me see if I can't get some stuff. Oh, pea puffers will chase themselves if they're fighting over the thing. Oh, there's the other 2. So that's the little guy right there. There was the little runt. Sorry for the focus. But these plants used to be planted till I started moving all the gravel around. I only did half the tank for gravel vacuuming, kind of more right along the front here. And you can see all the algae build up. I ended up tearing my sponge because I cleaned that sponge filter. I know it's really brown, but I cleaned it out in my 125 and I just kept squeezing and squeezing it. And it used to be black. Now it's that color. So I have the Pinky Floss. Shout out to Pinky Floss. Great company, great material. You can actually rinse the floss off. I just run it under tap water, but I only do 1 sheet at a time, and for my trickle tower. So here's some of the guppies and my crown tail beta. So there are females and males in here. The tails are pretty well healed now for almost all the females because of the nipping, because those pea puffers, the guppies would get, the female guppies would get a lot of the food, and yeah, it just kind of sucked for the pea puffers because, you know, the guppies move quick and do stuff like that. So here's a little pork chop raspberry tank. All the glasses are dirty. Hey, what's up, Yema? How you doing? So that's a 5K light, one of the stick lights. Actually, no, it might be one of the bulbs. I might just take this other incandescent out, because that was the old bulb to this thing. The other one blew, and just put another one here. But this is only like 2 or 3 weeks worth of growth on this water sprite, wisteria and stuff like that. This is a dirt at bottom because that's how the tank came to me. I rinsed dirt really well because the person I got this from, it was an old hermit tank. So yeah, I mean, you can see all the snails up top. I overfeed these tanks with snails on purpose because I want the snail population to explode. So They don't look too pretty, but as long as the fish are happy, which they are, I just gotta add some more gravel in here. Because I didn't like the look of the other gravel I put in there, so I ripped it all out. Let's see. This is the only tank that doesn't have a background. I know they're kind of the cheap paint ones on, but even though that's like a jungle or whatever for the hermit crab, I think it looks okay. I'm actually going to take some of this water sprite this Friday when I get some more soil, like Fuval soil or planted soil, and I'm going to put some of these water sprite actually into the substrate here. So, and these are some fake plants I got from my aquarium box when I was doing the monthly service thing. I had to stop that due to money concerns. I mean, I was getting a Cichlid box, which was $24.99 or $29.99, and then the freshwater box, which was another $24.99, free shipping. So that just ended up costing me a little too much money for the month where I could do that stuff. So I'm just flipping that around. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Maybe one of these times me and you can get on Google Hangouts, Dion, and do something like this, you know? Collaborate. Let me switch this back around. I don't see, damn it. Where the thing turns is where my camera is. That crown tail. Captain Spicy, what's up, brother? So, my crown tail beta, sorry for the zoom, is like flaring right now, which is actually kind of cool because I don't see it do it all that much. The beta does not go after the guppy in there. I'm sure if they had fries, the beta would try to eat the fry. So cool. Let me zoom out. Hello, fish heads. Yep, that we are. So you can see some of the color with the males. These have some vibrant colors, a lot of orange. I got some that have like this blue speckled snake skin, and like when you look at it, the incandescent off the LED light, it makes them look like purple or light blue or dark blue, you know, the way it's hitting. Of course, you can't tell because I don't mind algae, and there's a ton of algae buildup on this. I'm running these lights in this bedroom for like 9 or 10 hours a day. These are all LED except for this side of it. So if you guys wanted to know something, if you were looking for a cheap thing and all you have is these old light strips like this, all I did, this says it can take a 15-watt bulb. This only uses 11, but it puts out 60 watts supposedly, but only uses 11 watts of power. And this is a 5,000 Kelvin rating. So I have another one of these. I can put it right here and swap this out. So these old things, put LED lights in them. You can get the little stick ones, which is like a little stick bar like this. I'm going to put aluminum foil on here so I get more light penetration into the tank. But that's just a simple fix. Because I'm all about if I get used tanks, like this is a used tank. This is a new one. That's a new one. Oh, let me turn the light back on. So, I got a ton of snails in there. I might grab some snails. This is one of my primary tanks right now for snails because I overfeed it so much. There's a lot of snails sitting up in the canopy from the water sprite. I got some Java moss that I got off eBay quite a while ago. That's kind of taken off. I got to get some ferts, because like the liquid fertilizer, like Corey stuff. But I can't buy that right now, so I gotta wait. I might just get something cheap at PetSmart just to hold me over to get some more trace elements in here and stuff like that. I know water changes help bring trace elements back, but so there's that.
Daddy, don't look over. No.
Hi, Matthew.
Mom's gonna.
Just don't say nothing to Mom. She doesn't need to know. What happens here happens here. That's my son Matthew, everyone. Can you say?
I'm not feeling
He was supposed to have summer school today, but that's okay. I told him he's going to help me with videos. I'm going to show him how to edit and all that stuff. Keep it kind of interactive. Hey, Matthew?
Yeah?
Go grab me it's a like white little scrubby brush on top of the light out there. On the tank. Big tank. Big tank. Look up. See that white brush?
Yeah. I can reach it. I can reach it. Yes, I reached it. I reached it. Here's that.
Thank you, Maddie.
Excuse me, Molly.
So, just going to do some cleaning.
Dad.
I mean, look, you can tell how much allergies on the glass.
Dad, do you want to see the horse that they have for his blanket?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I did gravel vac this and drain the water. Like I said, I only do like half the gravel. Like every couple weeks, maybe once a month. So, I just want to clean this up so it looks a little bit better.
Dad, do you want to show them the blanket?
Yeah. I'm doing fish stuff right now, buddy. You know that.
Yeah.
So, hold that for me, please.
This?
Yep.
Oh. I may have to wash my hands.
Here. No, you're fine.
Okay.
Here. I want you to pull this light down a little bit. Help me. Come on.
So...
move, Molly. Get out of the way.
Move.
So, I want you to hold it like this.
Okay.
I want to see in the tank so I don't hit the pea puffers.
You're going to hit your hand.
I'm not worried about my hand getting wet, buddy. Or
no, I mean hitting, yeah.
And of course, I have duckweed in like every tank I have right now. So the pea puffers like to investigate. I try not to mess with them too much. Here, hold this. Whoop. Aquarium Cop, Dion, Yama, Cap Spice video of V-Stag, Savage, Molly, listening at work. Cool. Alright, I'll keep it, well, obviously I'm going to keep it clean with my son here. So, here, hold this, but point it at me.
I can't hold...
Put that down. You can put that down.
Oh, I can?
Now, Matthew, the camera is right there.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see how I do this stuff. You're going
Okay.
to be my cameraman.
Oh, can I be your cameraman forever?
Yep.
Could I talk with them?
Yeah, a little bit. So, Matt, what fish do you like?
I like, this one. Oh.
Do you like Bluey?
Yeah, I like Bluey.
He's got a Bluey, a veil-tail beta that's out in the kitchen, which I'll show you guys. And don't worry, guys. Little trick, use microfiber on your glass. You don't have to because glass is usually harder than most things.
Uh-oh, they just commented.
Oh, really? What'd they say?
Arg. Well, this one,
oh, he already said that. That was earlier. Dion? Or
Dion, Yam, Cap. I can't read it as fast.
Don't worry about it, bud.
Okay.
You're fine.
Never been a cameraman before. Well, I have.
Babe, pay attention and keep the camera stable, okay?
Yeah. Good morning, fish fan. Ozzy. I can't not sleep. Long time, Captain.
Long time. I cannot sleep. Aussie tank. Hey, Aussie. So all I'm doing, you guys can see some maintenance.
Oh, he's aquarium cop. He wants to leave work.
He wants to leave work.
Yeah.
Or is he at work?
No, well, he wants to leave work.
Oh yeah.
But he is at work.
Mhm.
Probably wants to watch more of your videos because he probably likes them.
I do also. I'm trying to get back to streaming every day.
Yeah. Well, you got 5 thumbs up.
Yeah. 5 likes.
Yami says, "Hello, Big J."
Big J?
Yeah,
Big J's in the house. What's up, Big J?
I don't know.
Big J Aquatics and Vape.
Yeah, a lot of people watch. You have 6 thumbs up and 10 people watching now.
That's cool. Thank you guys for watching.
I'm gonna tell you how much people are gonna be. 9 people just.
It's
1%.
okay, buddy.
Yeah.
If it goes up and down, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
People gotta come, people gotta go. Some people are at work, so someone comes by, they have to drop out or close it.
7 thumbs up.
Turn around. Go that way. I'm going out.
Okay.
So, well, we're done with that, right?
Yeah.
So, can I have the camera back?
Yep.
On my phone. Alright, guys. So, that was my son holding the thing. Aussie Tank saying, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, I appreciate that. Get a little, hey, what's up, White? Hello, hello. What's up, Danny? How you doing? Molly doing her thing, like usual, looking for the high fin plecos. So let's see. So that's the one. It's going. It is going. My son's homesick from summer school today, so this finally getting things going. Wanted to do a live stream since I didn't do one yesterday or stream last night. I was gonna do some content, but let's see. Back up. So I was talking a little earlier. Big J's Aquatics and Vape says, where you been at? Just real busy with work. Tired getting home late from work and stuff like that. Having to go to work early. So here's the sump. I cleaned this pad when I did the water change on this tank 3 days ago, and it's already dirty again. But of course I squeezed out like all my sponges on the intakes for all my tanks in the 125, so that makes sense. JF Aquatics, hey, this is Madden Mobile. Hey, what's up? Yeah, congrats, Danny, on the 1,500 subs. You're up to 1,523.
Wow, Dad, you already got 13 people.
Yeah. Where is my 1 p.m.? I'm gonna start a campaign. Go. Oh, Cap. Oh. The problem with me staying late is today's Tuesday. I work Tuesday through Saturday from 2 to 10 p.m. Some day or half my week I actually work till 11 or 11:30. Because the late night staff, his schedule doesn't start till 11, but you know they run 15 minutes late usually. So right around 1 o'clock, 1:15, I have to get ready for work. And with my son being here today, I have to drop him off early. So I gotta leave here at like 1:10. So let's see. Where is my 1,000 people? I'm gonna start a campaign. Oh, I got you. So let's see. What was that chat? Show. Captain Spicy said, Big J Aquatics and Vape. Not much time for live streams, making videos of my tanks and backyard. Vacation on the coast of Canada, so on. Yep. I came back from a vacation like about a week and a half ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago at this point. So, yeah, the sump looks a little dirty, but I'm not worried about it, or the trickle tower. What I do is when one part of the pinky floss gets dirty, then I move the tube to the back. So I can usually go 2 weeks without touching this filter floss. And there's 2 layers of it. You can see the pink right here, and the white's up. You know, like the blue bonded where you put the white up because it stops the larger particles, and then the blue floss or pink floss is a finer filter material, so it can, you know, take the bigger particles out. But I'm doubled up in there, so next week I will clean the bottom pinky floss because I did the other one this week. The sponges I do not touch at all. About like once a month. I have not serviced this Fluval 404 in probably going on 5.5, 6 months now. It's just sitting there. I haven't noticed the stream coming out of the flue all weekend. When I do notice it, that's when I clean it. Same with this canister. I have not yet to clean this canister since I set this tank up. So, as long as you got a good intake sponge on there, you should be okay. I mean, let me know your thoughts on what you guys think for canister filters, how often you should clean them. I got a 40 gallon with a 4.5-inch Oscar and a 4.5 gold Sedrum, but she bullies my Oscar, so I have to get rid of her soon. I gotcha. Depending on the Sedrum, they can be a little kind of a pain in the butt. Hold on, sorry. Come on. Give me a second, guys. I'm just sharing this to my circles or YouTube subscriptions. Post. Okay. So, yeah. Either that or get her a new tank. Or the Sedrum a new tank. Yeah. I'm live, brother. How you doing, Kyle?
Is that your brother? Or
No, I call people brother all the time. So, I'm just going to turn this back around.
Oh.
So, yeah. How you doing, Kyle? I hope all is well. Good, good to see you live. Yeah, it's good to be live. So, let's see. I'm just going to flip this around, give you a little bit more of a tour of my tanks. 1 second. Of course, the camera is down in the lower left. That's where this is. Yes, you need to be live more. You're the reason why I'm into fish keeping now. Thank you, JFK. That's awesome.
Thank
I'm glad
you.
I'm glad. I love your Oscars. Yeah, I like them too. I wish I didn't lose the other big one a while ago, but stuff happens. So here's the African cichlid tank. My plan was to take all these bridges. Can you stop leaning on me so much, please, Matthew? Take these bridge parts out. I have a lot more rock where I'm going to just kind of build something here. When I get have the Anubias where I can split it again, I'm going to put some of the Anubias on one of the rocks and put it in there, and then some Java fern so I can get some green color in here besides the water sprite and wisteria and duckweed. Simple thing. The only thing I'm having right here is a 5000K light, LED light. It lights the tank pretty well. I want to get another one. All I need is this, the cage, to screw the bulb in, and I have 2 more bulbs. I want to give this one another bulb, one at each end, and it penetrates with the water pretty well, so I think it works pretty well. And Molly has her stuff all over. The only thing I might do for this marine land that I won from my aquarium box for November of last year, I want to say it's a 250 gallons per hour. I want to add this BioHome or BioCubes from Brightwall Aquatics in.
Today I'm going to be calling on your live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm on YouTube.
So, hold on. Let me read that one quick. JFK Aquatics says, what do you use as substrate for plants, or do you use gravel with those root pods? I have root tabs. I only use them sparingly because the gravel, I don't like to gravel vac in the tanks where I actually have them planted.
Dad?
What?
What's your YouTube channel? Because I want to...
Captain Savage Aquatics. So... yeah. So in this one I have cichlid sand, as you can tell. mixed with some older gravel. That is actually my oldest tank, or second oldest tank that I've had. I still haven't fixed the glass on my oldest tank that I've had since I was a kid. It's been resealed, of course, a couple times. So I want to take all these pipes out, but some of these pipes are perfect for the bristlenose rubber lip plecos to spawn in, and I do have little rubber lip pleco fry in this tank. Usually they hide out in the crevices and the pipes away from the African cichlids, even though the cichlids don't really bother them all that much. So back to that question. So I usually use this gravel and sand. I want to go into the woods and here maybe this weekend, when I don't have my son, go into the woods, dig some stuff up, do a pH test on the soil and stuff like that, see what the soil is, rinse it really good, and I'm going to start making these tanks, especially this 125, on the gravel. It'll be a mix of gravel, sand, clay, and like the loamy material from the forest. I know it could be more acidic with pine needles and stuff, but I'm not too worried about that.
Oh, I just gave you a like.
Cool. So, yeah. So this tank's still in work. I want to get, like I said, I want to put all the rocks in here that I have, and I'm going to go get some more. Get rid of the bricks, or I mean the bridges, and some of these pipes. Maybe I'll do like slate pipes, or I'll see if I can't get smaller rocks and break them. Like a rock that's flat, like this. Crack it with the hammer and chisel, and try and make a natural cave that way. I got some pots in here, as you can see. Just in case the rubber plecos decide to go in here, they could spawn inside. And the male can guard the eggs, you know, like they're supposed to. What else is going on? So that's kind of this tank. No matter how much I clean this side, right, for sand and push it around, they just keep piling it all up here. So I'm just going to leave it. As it is, you can see I got a rock, I got a pineapple, a very bad connection, and that's not good. Hey Flynn. Hey, what's up, Flynn's forum? Psychodag Babe says, hey, Captain Savage, check out my US contest courtesy of H2O Plants. It's free to enter. You can enter as many times as you like. Hey Flynn. So psych. So let's see. That's that. My tank's right here. I'm eventually gonna drain this tank to like 10%, move all the fish into my 5-gallon buckets, or get some more totes that I have laying around. Use some of the fish water. Obviously, I'll clean up those totes with vinegar and some water, and I'm gonna move all of the fish out of this tank. And I want to drain this tank down so I can actually get these towels back under here, or I might just go buy foam board or something and put it under the base of this, because the floor slightly slants, so on this left side it sits lower by 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. That's why. Hi buddy, my son's on here, obviously. That's why I had a bad connection for a minute, because he was creating stuff. So let's go back here. So in this tank, sorry for the glare from that LED, I got 3 Oscars, got some little ones there. I'm hoping one of them is a female. See if I can't get it to, or well, even both, if they're both males, that's a big female right there. I want to see if I can't get them to spawn. I have some this different type of koi in here, Asiago koi, and some of this common ones that I got from Walmart. Same with the goldfish, the scarlet goldfish, got that from Walmart. I know it's not a good place to shop, but those were the very first fish that my son picked out, were the kois. Now this tank runs right around 77 degrees. So I know that's a little quite warm for the koi, but they've been doing okay in this tank. I have 2 convict cichlids in here. I have 2 high fin plecos in this 125, and it's not even that overstocked yet. I have some more driftwood that I'm just waiting for it to dry out and whatever. I got to clean it some more. I have some bigger rocks that I'm going to actually put in this tank to kind of make like little mountains or try to make little caves or something. I don't want to take too much of the swimming space up because there's some pretty big fish in here. Let's see what site said. I need a flower horn. I've been tempted to get one, but the local fish store to me is PetSmart, and they want way too much money for it. Hi. Okay, Matt, don't spam, okay?
Okay.
My son's all excited that he's in my channel watching. Surprisingly, I went to Myers and their water was pristine, better than PetSmart. Sorry, I just gotta click my screen to see the chat. Sometimes, oh, there it is. Better than PetSmart, and had a great deal. $10 for 10. The 11 free. I also got 2 parrotfish there for $4 each. The lady accidentally put them down as plecos, so I saved 16. Ah, that's cool. Their mistake. They have to honor that price. And there's my female Oscar that likes to swim upside down. No, she does not have a swim bladder issue. She's always done the barrel rolls. I literally just sit at her. Look at this. Upside down, looking. It's interested in the Sergeant Tank swag, because I moved that today. Up the rag for cleaning the glass and whatever else. Let's see. I have, in the 18-gallon tote, I used to have those 2 Oscars in, which they were probably only the size of my thumb. And, you know, to the last knuckle before you hit your actually palm, right? You know, so I would say they were probably as big as this right here in length at most, and that's why or less, and now they're like twice that size, or getting close to twice that size. No names for the fish, or if there are names for the fish, I've forgotten them because of my bad memory. So, I have fancy guppies in here. Yeah, I took a picture and it's my picture now. Haha, that's cool. Cool, Matt. Thank you for the subscribe button.
I have another
so, okay, cool.
So now I know every...
So, okay. So, on this used to be my first fancy guppy tank. Sorry, it's kind of close. Not a lot of room in this area. So what this is the super red bristlenose plecos. There's 6 of them in here, or 5 or 6, I can't remember. Got a lot of Java moss, a lot of snails in here because I overfeed this tank. Got plenty of shrimp. I got cherry red shrimp in here, blue velvet shrimp from Lucas in here. They're doing pretty well. They hang out up by the lights. Now these are the 2 5000K LED stick lights. Thank you very much, Matthew. Is that a hashtag polished thumb, or did it hit it with the hammer? Oh, no. My son went to reach and give me something about a month ago. A little over a month ago when we were getting food from where I shopped, and he went to reach and give it back as I was shutting the door behind him. So instead of his arm or his hand getting hit by my truck door, mine did. So that's my thumb. It's actually the nails broke back here because all of that, but it doesn't hurt. It hasn't hurt for a while. I'm just waiting for the new nail to grow in. No, it's not sore at all. Honestly, most of this was up back here on my thumb towards the first ridge. That's where it hit, like right in here. Sorry. Like right there. From here up. And here's Miss Molly, wondering what I'm doing, looking at the super red plecos too. So I had, when I put the cherry red shrimp in here, I got 25 of them. There's probably that many or more in here because they're breeding in here. There is little shrimplets. There's one of the blue velvets now. Yeah, she's chilled. So that's that tank. A lot less bio load in here before, but the shrimp have really thrived since I took all the fancy guppies out of this tank. And a lot of my culls are in this tote. What else is going on? So, believe it or not, this substrate right here is, I want to say, almost 10 years old. This is when I set the tanks back up at my parents' house when I was in college. So I've had this substrate forever, and I just cycled it back in. So when I set up that 55 gallon, this tank had been reset up for almost 6 months when I put the 55 up finally. So I took all, like, half the soil, because it was actually up to here. It was too much gravel, and I mixed it in over there with the Cichlid sand. So under that, some of that Cichlid sand, about half the tank is gravel to help seed it. Oh, I only got 4 people watching now. So I did that, and I moved sponge filters that were pre-cycled into that tank, so it was like an insta-cycle. Plus I threw a lot of plants. Look at all the shrimp coming out. Let's see. It was koi tonight. Bye, Matt.
I'm back, Dad. Again.
Alright, Molly, are you gonna get up so I can get up? No? Hi. Molly's gonna be the star. How did you get wet right here? What, did I drip water on you? Just like anything, she wants attention. So, I'm gonna break these plants apart. I mean, I have tons of water sprite in here. I keep taking them out and throwing them into different tanks, and they just grow astronomically in size really quickly. So here's a little cutting I took off from my big Anubias over on the other side. So it's actually got 4 little leaves on it. The Java moss and flame moss is doing good in here. I just keep stealing stuff from this Java moss and throwing it in the other tanks so it can thrive. I gotta actually take this water sprite and put it back down in the substrate. This grows so wild, and I haven't been cutting it back because I'm afraid I'm gonna hit some of the shrimplets. I just let it go. So that's, yeah. Oh, come on, get up, Molly. Oh, look at that. There's some baby snails. They almost look like trumpet snails. So that's that tank. I feel bad for my cousin's fish because she has a 20-gallon tank with 6 fish, 2 being koi. Her mom won't allow her to get a bigger tank. P.S. They're not fancy goldfish either, so they will grow more. Yeah, like this goldfish is supposed to max out somewhere between 12 and 18 inches, I think. And it says, please don't release to the wild. You know what I mean? Right there, because they're an invasive species. So, they got plenty of room. That's my thing. Maybe, I know you said they don't want another tank. She could always do it like a tote and put the koi in something like that, depending on the tank size. I mean, that's only a 18-gallon tote right here, and it's just housing guppies right now. But if I had to put goldfish, I would rather not be able to see them all that often, and give them some more space. So totes could be easily set up, and depending on the temperature of your house, it really doesn't matter for goldfish because they like cooler water anyways. So you don't have to heat the tank, unless it's really, really cold in your place, but who does that, right? So, over here, only 3 watching now. I gotta start watching my time. Give me a second. I'm just making sure I got it.
36.
Yep, 1136. So here's my, well, the other fancy guppy tank. This is the Anubias. I can't remember the type. So if someone knows what it is, it's like the big leaf Anubias. I got a lot of fry in here. I'm gonna cut that sword, see if I can't pull some leaves off that sword. That Anubias used to be attached to the log, but it looks like the roots just pushed itself away. Got some Java fern growing right there in the crack. There's water sprite in here, duckweed, Java fern, temple plant. It's floating. Everything's floating in this tank because whatever I do, I used to have a pleco that would dig up the plants trying to get away and hide from me, but I moved it into the big 125 and it can hide all day from me now. So this is just going to be a temporary grow-out tank for all the fry. I'm going to pull the females out, and there's one of the only feeder fish that I had left from PetSmart, because I did buy the feeder fish for the Oscars, and I fed them all to the Oscars after they went through like a month and a half quarantine. I think it was a month and a half quarantine. So that one that chases around really doesn't like me because I think it realizes I will pull it and throw it in the Oscar tank. Because it's kind of getting big for this. And I don't want it to eat the fry. I have a lot of plants in here. I just don't know what they all are. What's up, Gemig Fury? Sorry, one more question. Best place to buy plants and root tabs? Go on Aquabid. Look for their plants. You can get some cheap ones from there. Go to eBay. Check out H2O Plants. Check out Flip Aquatics. They sell plants. Corey sells plants. Obviously, if you go to Aquarium Co-op, you need to have a $100 minimum to get free shipping. But if you were to pick up like a plant package and then some other stuff, you could be over $100 right there. A lot of my plants, I'm a daily vlogger too from the UK. Yeah, this is more like a fish vlog. I'm just starting this today, as the thing says, day one. I want to see, I'm trying to get back into streaming way more. Aquabid in the States. Let's see, what else is going on? I did do a gravel vac. I know you can see all that mulm and dirt in there. You can see where I sucked here, but I did the back of the tank. Oh, didn't mean to hit that so hard. So there's a lot of fancy guppies. There's a couple big narite snails in here. They're just hiding out. Actually, there's quite a few in my different tanks. I'm thinking of eventually setting up a brackish water tank so I can get those to spawn. So that's pretty much that tank. Just a simple piece of driftwood. I know this isn't really aquascaped. I got to get in here and start aquascaping these, and I want to get some more soil though. This is crushed coral in here, so pretty much all my tanks have a little bit of crushed coral in them because I want a little bit of buffering capacity for them. Same with this other tank that I used to start the guppies in. The crushed coral, press the gravel, you know, keeps a decent hardness.
Dad?
Yep.
I said 2 times on the chat, I really like your videos.
Thank you, I appreciate that, buddy. So I may split this Anubias one more time. I might just take that one leaf off right there that's kind of ragged. Take that and put it in another tank. Maybe I'll throw it over here with one of the tanks with a high light. As you can see, there's not much light in this tank from all the duckweed. I like the duckweed because if for some reason I get tied up, I'm not feeling that great, you know, I'm having my kind of depressive state where I kind of disappear for a few days or whatever, I won't do water changes or anything like that. That's why I like the plants, because the plants, the substrate, the beneficial bacteria, all that stuff helps to keep, you know, the ammonia, nitrates, nitrites down. So I haven't lost a snail or fish in quite a while. Knock on wood. Molly's like, who's that? Who's at the door? So that's those tanks. Now let me show you my son's tank. What's up, Dank Tanks? Cichlids, welcome. I'm good, Dank. My son's sitting right here. Will you go into the bedroom, buddy? You'll be close to the Wi-Fi anyways. So, I said I was going to put some substrate and stuff. I ended up doing things differently. So, this is my son's veil-tail betta bluey. Let me focus on that. So, this is a Nubius Petite, or Nana. I think some flame moss and Java moss, kind of this came off when I pulled that plant out of one of my tanks. This tank does not have a heater in it. So this fluctuates better depending on the temperature in my place. The beta seems fine with it. I mean, I've kept betas for 3 or 4 years without a heater in it. Just because the average temp was like 71, 72 degrees in the house. Most times. I know that's kind of cold. They want 74, a little higher, 74. I mean, that's only at 70 right now. But that's because I had the AC on. And this one AC cools my whole apartment down, so. And this is a plant I got from work, where it was a clipping, a little offshoot. So I took that, cut that, and put it in here. And this is the regular, I don't know what Kelvin rating this LED light is. Let me see if I can't read that. 2700K. So this 2700K light is doing more than enough, but I think this got too close to the light, so let me move it away a little bit. So I'm gonna put some substrate in this. I'll take the beta, put it back in its original cup it came in with some of the water from this tank and stuff like that. So really, these plants keep this beta tank pretty clean. All I usually do is just top this water off and a quick gravel vac every so often. Majestic Animal says, remember to hit the like button, everyone. Gotta go, just stopping by to show support. Thanks for stopping in, Majestic Animals. Bert, do you or anyone else know where to get a 1 or 2 inch African cichlids or nice peacocks? Look on JF Aquatics. Look on Aquabid. They'll sell you 1 or 2 inch fry and stuff like that. So sorry about that. Yeah, you've seen all the beds and stuff. I did clean in my kitchen, so stuff's this kind of messy again. Check out Aquabid. There's other sites. Check out Wet Spot. I mean, do a Google search and you'll find lots of places. I'd say go with the hobbyists, you know, and buy from hobbyists. It's easier that way. Particulars, what country are you in? Oh, that must be for JFK. I'm in the U.S. So let me flip this around. Move, Molly. Come on, girl. Come on, move. Get out of my way. Oh, there is my phone telling me I got 15% battery left. Maybe I won't sit at my chair. Maybe I'll lay down. I'm just grabbing the power cord. There it is. This has a 10-foot cord, so I can actually walk around.
Did you see what I put for comment?
Yes, I did, Matthew. So that's plugged back in. So we got 11 people. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for showing the support for an earlier day stream. Let me know if you guys have any questions for me. One second, I'm just pulling this out. Miss Molly. I love you too, Matthew. I'm in Australia, so I can't help you there. Oh, JFK? Yeah. Check out Get out of my way, please, Molly. Molly has a fascination of just looking at the hyphen plecos or trying to find them, and she likes to bump my 55. I mean, I got this 55 African cichlid tank for like nothing. I mean, it's got some chips and dings. I checked the born on date. I mean, some of this. Hold on, let me show you. Oh, it didn't do it. Sorry for the thumb. So, if you can tell, some of this is slowly starting to pull away. So, when I actually do drain the water from this and put the stuff in it. Okay, really, bye, Dad. Okay, buddy, bye. He's probably going to go watch other YouTube stuff, which is cool with me. So, yeah. So, I'm going to probably reseal this. That'll be a little cool project. If you haven't seen one of my old ones, I actually got a 125 for like, I can't remember, like 40 or 100 bucks when I was living with my parents. I think it was 40 bucks without a stand. So it looked like this tank, right? Same dimensions, and actually I think it was 6 feet long, 18 inches wide, I think 20 something inches tall for that 125. I actually resealed it. That was like one of my first videos I did of like cleaning it and resealing it. Unfortunately, I had to give away the tank because I moved to upstate New York to be with my son and my wife. So, and my mother-in-law, where I was going to stay shortly with my wife and my son and my mother-in-law, didn't want any fish tanks, not even in her basement, because I would have just taken like the smaller tanks, like the 55, the 40 breeder, and a couple 10s, maybe even the 125, because I had to rent a truck to move that 125, because at that time I wasn't landscaping. Because if I was landscaping, I would have been able to just be like, hey boss, can I borrow the truck for the weekend? I want to get a tank. He would be like, yep, go ahead. But since I'm not landscaping at that time anymore, I had to rent a U-Haul. But that's okay. It was cheap. It was like 35 bucks to move the tank. So I think my whole investment was like $75.